So then what happened?
Well, I said, look, asshole, you're just being a dick, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
So what did he say?
He fucking held me in contempt of court and sentenced me to 3 months of probation.
It's lucky for you, you're white.
And then he told me that I really needed to get my life together. Now, that was goddamn condescending, I think.
Condescending, but maybe not totally inaccurate?
Hey, remember Aurora, who had that god-awful relationship with?
Was that relationship really that bad?
It was that bad.
I still say making all those voodoo dolls of her was a mistake.
Regardless, I just drove by her house.
Are you driving right now?
What? Like there's a law against FaceTiming while driving?
I think there actually is. Rachel! Rachel!
I'm fine. I better call you back.
So what's wrong with Jacqueline?
No way, dude. Ever since I saw Gone Girl, blonde women are way too terrifying. No, Rowdy Rachel was definitely in a car accident, but she said she was physically fine.
Doesn't seem like too big of a deal.
Dude, do you have to be on your computer while we play?
This is important. It's only for work.
Frankly, I hate all of these screens. It's like it's 1984.
Okay, can someone please explain to me what happened in 1984 that everyone's so freaked out about?
You don't know?
Hey, I was born in 1985.
So go ask your big brother.
Ha. Checkmate.
Fuck.
Steven, why don't you play as White for once?
Avery, I am never gonna play as white. We've talked about that.
You do realize White gets to go first, right?
Oh, I know.
George, you need to read more.
I read plenty.
But you're not informed.
You know, I feel like I am starting to get a little bit concerned about Rowdy Rachel.
Yeah. You know, whatever's going on, I'm sure it can't be that big of a disaster. This is a complete fucking disaster.
You ran over your ex-girlfriend with your car?
Yeah. Accidentally? Of course it was an accident. It wasn't even that bad. She just sprained her knee.
God damn it, Rachel, how many times have I told you? Never seriously injure somebody you have an obvious motive for killing.
I know.
Well, for God's sake, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times.
Can you honestly tell us that you weren't trying to run her down on purpose?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been hanging out with these idiots for years, and I've never tried to murder them.
Yeah, I was voted most likely to be brutally murdered in high school.
You know, you're basically a criminal.
Hey, criminals are people too.
I know that. I watch Orange is the New Black.
I need to go over to her apartment.
To apologize or to kill her?
And you know what, Avery? You can come with me.
What do you need me for?
You can pretend to be my partner. That'll show her that I've moved on to a positive, healthy relationship.
Well, hey, what about me? I could do it.
George, you know I love you, but I've got a lot riding on this. I need a Mercedes, not a Hyundai.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Come on, it'll be easy. You can just talk up all of my charity work. I mean, don't mention my probation, okay?
Are we hearing ourselves? I don't think we're hearing ourselves.
Come on, we're just gonna go over there and assess the situation.
And I suppose OJ was just assessing the situation when he took the Bronco to Nicole's house.
Anyway, I just wanted to say how sorry I am for this freak coincidence.
Right.
The only reason I was driving that fast was because I was on my way to the homeless center, where I work with children.
You are doing charity work?
No, she is. Indeed, she is. It was Rachel's good deeds and charitable works that made her so attractive to me in the first place.
You two are together.
So it would appear. Rachel's giving heart has rewarded me in ways I couldn't even imagine.
Oh, honey, you know I get embarrassed when you talk about that in public.
Well, Rowdy Rachel, the world needs to know about how you saved those orphans in Zimbabwe and delivered that medicine to Peru.
When we were together, you thought Zimbabwe was a strain of weed.
No, you see, it's true. I don't run people over anymore. I lift them up.
That would be my housemate from Tennessee.
How'd she make it out to California?
She's studying mortuary sciences at Berkeley, which might come in handy sooner than I might have hoped.
Aurora, how are you feeling?
Not bad, considering my terrible choices in dating in the past.
Rachel, it's nice to see you when you're not threatening to burn the place down.
I've changed, Annabelle. This is my cherished partner, Avery.
A pleasure.
Likewise. Is that a Klimt painting on your pants?
It is, in fact. Very impressive, Avery.
I never could resist fine art.
You're too kind. But you'll have to pardon me, I left some stew on the stove.
Al, what if I take you to the dispensary and get you some Zimbabwe? We can talk this whole thing out.
Okay. It'll be nice to be in your car rather than underneath it.
See, that's the spirit. We can take some reconciliation photos for the gram on the way over. Hashtag bury the hatchet.
Hey, given that you ran her over earlier today, shouldn't I drive?
No, I want to be alone with her. You stay here.
And do what?
Hang out and look cute. Be back in like half an hour.
Rowdy Rachel leave you behind?
Looks like it.
I heard the way she ditched you. Sounds like that changed person thing kind of comes and goes.
Like the phases of the moon. So, Tennessee?
Under the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's a beautiful country.
Maybe I should visit sometime.
Place with mosquitoes the size of hummingbirds.
Ew, maybe not.
You won't believe the repressed passions that come alive when someone leaves such a conservative place.
What kind of passions are we talking about here?
You should try this stew.
Sure.
I'm coming here for the real thing.
Delectable.
It's the only thing that keeps me warm on foggy nights around here. I get goose pimples all over. You can't imagine what that looks like.
Well, you'd be surprised what I can envision. And I can think of a few things to keep you warm.
You seem very sure of yourself.
Well, no use beating around the bush.
Yes, it's important to come right to the point. So what are you gonna do about that?
Avery just doesn't seem like your type.
No, I swear, we've been tight ever since we met at that Slater Kinney concert. Oh my god! Avery! I trusted you! And with this fucking Tennessee basic, no less.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. You don't deserve this. Not after your good deeds and your charitable works.
Save it, Avery. Children are useless to me without you.
And with this, my shame is complete, for I was carrying on the entire time you were saving those orphans in Mozambique.
No, this is all my fault. I found Ava's self-confidence utterly irresistible.
Hey, Avery, where did you and Rowdy Rachel meet?
Everest Base Camp.
Really? Because she says you two met at a Slater Kinney concert.
The concert was at base camp.
All right, Rachel. What the hell is going on here?
Okay, you want the truth? You want the whole truth? Avery and I aren't together. And they're not cheating. I made the whole thing up because I didn't want you to be mad at me for running you over on accident.
I knew it!
It really was an accident though. You know how sometimes you FaceTime while you're driving? You're not gonna take legal action, are you?
And then, as she said it,
She was suggestively running her finger around the stew pot.
That is so cool, Avery!
Right? I mean, like, how many times in your life are you actually seduced?
I was seduced once back in college in this complicated scheme involving a catfish and a boomerang.
And?
And fade to black.
Yeah, I don't need to know those details.
Okay, let me ask you two something. I've noticed that you never share explicit sexual details.
Yeah, so?
So is that because you don't want him picturing your dick when he imagines it? Like, isn't that a little homophobic?
No, actually it's because I know when he pictures it, he's gonna swap out my dick for his dick, and I don't want him picturing his dick all up on my girl.
Little does he realize I'm gonna picture my dick all up on his girl, no matter what he says.
God, oh my god. So when my other friends ask me why I still hang out with you two, it's becoming really hard to answer that question.